We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. A Labor Day matchup in store for you here between the Chicago White Sox and the Kansas City Royals. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. And look there at the starting pitcher charged with facing these guys as his numbers are on your screen. Now in the box, Tom Chen. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Center fielder, Tom Chen.
First of three here to start the week as the game's first pitch is taken for strike one. Harold Reynolds, we look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. They enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
Well, Matt, I mean, the simple way to put it, they lost their last game. This is where baseball comes the best to me, where all the cliches come in. You got to have a short-term memory, and you really do. The game's over. You can't do anything about it. You got to come back today and play better and win.
Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, I really believe this offense really needs their cleanup hitter to find his form. Boy, he's struggling a bit right now, and you know what? His team really needs him to turn it around. I hope he's able to get out of it in this one. He's putting in a lot of extra time, so we'll see if it pays off.
And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Matt, I got to be totally honest here. With Woody Keller behind the dish, don't be too surprised if you have a few questionable calls. It's not that he's consistently off, but I've been told it seems like he has a fairly tall strike zone. We'll keep an eye out for that.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussions at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
He's not messing around this inning. He's attacking the zone. He's showing lots of confidence. He's 0-2 on this hitter after having 2 quick outs. Nice job.
Down now.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. It's the White Sox nothing. Royals coming to bat. You're watching MLB Network. In is Jorge Soler. He carries the 8th best average in the American League entering play. First pitch on its way. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike.
Now that's when you know it's a good pitch. That's a swinging curveball that's down. But a superstar player like him not catching up to it, you got to pump your chest right there and feel good about your pitch.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Here it comes on 0-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Taylor. He's got it 1 away. Stepping in, Yonhervis Solarte. And there you see his righty-lefty splits, and how they've played out so far this season. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1.
Hey, when one of your better pitches is the straight changeup, you can't be afraid to throw it at any count and at any time. And, hey, first pitch, if they're going to take it for strike 1, they're going to give it to you. Go ahead and throw it. Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove. And he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Now here's the pitch. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Hey, every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he's sent down via the strikeout.
Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Here's a high pop-up.
You go.
And Hosmer will just look this one in, and the inning is over. 0. Stepping into the box, Ken Kurtz. And they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already. 2 Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate.
Hey, all right, here we go.
Fastball called for strike 2.
Hey, we got no one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Into the box now, Todd Coe, and he is proving to be something of a non-threat with a bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Drifting back behind first now. Catch made there by Hosmer, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting ninth, catcher Hector Sanchez.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box.
Here you go, guys. Let's go.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Well, clearly that changeup the pitch before didn't fool him, because that fastball right there, he's right on it. He just couldn't put it in play.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Castellanos in foul ground. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Ready for another chance? Tom Chen. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Tom Chen.
And that's in there for strike 1.
Man, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
Hey, we got no outs.
The windup and the 0-1. Second pitch is chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind now 0-2. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out. Digging in to try it again. Lucius Fowler. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Fowler.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1.
Come on, guys.
The 0-1 delivery. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
One down, one down.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
If this doesn't boost your confidence on the mound, I'm not sure what does. That's 6 pitches and 2 strikeouts in the inning, and that was a really nice fastball for the punch out on that one.
Stepping in now, Kenny Singleton.
Kenny Singleton.
He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Way in front of that fastball.
And there's number 8, 1 away.
Be down now.
Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. So add one more name to the record book here as he strikes out the side on 9 pitches. Don't touch. Now batting, Jorge Soler. And if you didn't know, he was recently awarded the American League Player of the Month award.
Soler.
There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Here we go.
On the ground to third. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And you can see it's been a great year for him as he leads the AL in that category at this stage of the season.
Now batting.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Yohannes Solarte. He's 0 for 1 thus far. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
You know what I've been impressed with? He's really used that fastball to his advantage, and he's recognized the fact he's throwing it by people. So he's continued to dominate with that heater and not check off of it much.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. And this is going to be a foul ball. No runs, no hits, 1 error thus far for the White Sox. Swing and a little tapper. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the White Sox. They trail here 4-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ken Kurtz. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Looking at strike 2, a fastball that catches the inside corner.
Well, it's awful difficult, Matt, to hit when you find yourself down 0-2, but particularly when you haven't even swung the bat yet. Now you're in protect mode and you haven't taken one swing.
To the right side, but foul, and he'll try it again. The next 0-2. Chop foul over towards the dugout. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. He's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Now batting.
Into the box, Todd Coe. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Got 1 here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball hit on the ground to short. Inglet moving to his right. And a leap over at first, but he comes down with his foot on the bag to record the out. Whew. So striding in, Hector Sanchez comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. The White Sox are still looking to break into the hit column here. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
Boy, that was filthy right there. That was a great indicator of how well he's throwing the ball. He's going nice in the game, but that pitch was filthy.
And this is fouled back and out of play. 50th pitch of the game on its way. And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown, as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. So 6 perfect innings for him out of the gate as he ready for another shot now. Tom Chen. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1.
Here we go now. Let's go. Yep.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he strikes him out here. So that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column. So he's still got his shutout working here in the 7th. And with that in mind, we check out the league leaders in shutouts. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. And now that Royals bullpen will get busy as we see both the southpaw and a right-hander get loose. Lucius Fowler is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. And 1 count, and the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Got him. So that's the 2nd out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Kenny Singleton swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. No runs, no hits, 1 error thus far for the White Sox. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate.
Boy, he's been great in this one. He's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
And he struck him out to retire the side, so he's through 7. Strikeouts, not too shabby. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. In is Jorge Soler. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Batista has a play. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Yangervis Solarte comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Hey, all right, here we go now.
Ball chopped foul here at the plate, and he's behind 0-2.
1 down, 1 down.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him. 4 outs away from his date with history.
Hey, we're getting into the nitty-gritty. That's the second out of the 8th inning, and the pitcher needs only 4 more outs for a no-hitter.
So here is Avisail Garcia. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, and they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
2 out, nobody on.
2 down here.
A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Very weakly on the ground. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 24 have been set down. 3 left to go. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Royals 4 and the White Sox nothing. Striding in once again, Ken Kurtz. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th. Dribbled to the right side, but it's foul, strike 1. The 0-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Now the 0-2 pitch. Got him. So the magic number for a perfect game is now down to 2.
Yet another strikeout for him on the mound. And fellas, this has been one of his favorite victims tonight. That's the 3rd time he sent him packing. So he's got him pretty well figured out. Not that the rest of this lineup has been much better.
Now batting.
In now, Todd Cole.
Todd Cole.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
1 out. 1 out.
The 0-1. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Now the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3. So now he's 1 out away from perfection.
Wow, talk about being efficient. How about 6 pitches, 2 strikeouts? Doesn't get much better than that.
Digging in once again, Hector Sanchez. He represents the 27th and many hope final batter in this masterful performance. In there, no balls and a strike.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
2 down here.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate.
Here we go, fellas, let's go.
Now the 0-2 pitch. And this is chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Strike 3 called, and it's over. He's pitched a perfect game.
Yeah, you've heard when it rains, it pours. Well, it was raining dominance out here in this one. 27 up, 27 down, and he barely broke a sweat half the time. That's one of the rarest feats in all of sports, and I'm just excited I was here to be a part of it. Perfection is always beautiful.
Well, you don't have to look too far to find our tops player of the game. I'd say anytime you throw a perfect game, you'd be a pretty strong candidate.
Well, when you rack up a whole boatload of strikeouts like he did here, there's not much of a debate to be had. He was fun to watch, and I'm excited to see how he backs it up next time.
Our final line score tonight. First, for the victorious Kansas City Royals.
A coach acknowledges a pitcher on his recent spree of strikeouts. He's on a torrid pace. They'll see if he can keep it up.